So it's important to understand like the psychological operation behind what's actually happening with crypto and our portfolios. The problem is, and it always was, that cryptocurrency was making too many people free, too many people money, too many people rich, too many people outside of the system and not locked into the system. Because in order for, in my opinion, it's just my opinion, and let me know in the comments how you feel about this situation, right? By us working, part of a workforce, what does it do? It keeps the elites enriched. And this is the two-sided story about the whole like AI is taking people jobs. Yeah, AI, they want to replace humans with AI, right? So they can have, lower overhead, right? Makes more money, puts more monies in the pocket. But they also want to force us. They want to force us to feel psychologically restricted to where everything around us seems like it's doom and gloom, seems bad. We're priced out of everything, regular life. So what happens? You go back to your workforce, you go back to your job, you leave cryptocurrency, you leave whatever you're doing, you leave AI, and you just created the perfect worker. You're willing to come back for crumbs because everything feels so restricted and so bad, so much doom and gloom that it's like, fuck it, I'll come back and work for whatever, as long as I can have that good feeling of financial stability. And this is important why we cannot let them win. We cannot let, them come back and take everything from us. Think about every time there was like an era where a lot of people made money. I'm not even going to bring it to the trenches. I'm going to just talk about stuff in the financial markets, right? There's always an era where people made money, right? You got to think about, like, I think it was in the 30s or something where everybody was making money off gold. What happened? They came and confiscated everybody gold and then repriced the gold. Wait, they came and took people gold and then repriced the gold. And they did the same thing with silver. A lot of people was making money in silver. I think it was like the 70s or something. People was making money in silver. They was like, nah. Too many people getting rich in silver. Too many people becoming free. In 2011, you had poker. In 2017, you had the ICO era, right? There's always an era where people just made too much money and they was like, nah, we either got to come and control it, we got to come and restrict this, or we got to come and price retail out of it. And that's what's happening right now with cryptocurrency. Just think about it. That's what's happening right now in cryptocurrency. And if you don't think that's what's happening with cryptocurrency, look at what just happened to the prediction markets. Like, people was making too much, people was shindig and making too much money with the prediction markets. States trying to shut them down. Oh man, too many people making that extra bag on the prediction markets. Now they say, oh, that's gambling. It been gambling. But guess what? In that little wild, wild west area where everybody was making money, they was making money too. They was doing the same things, but they want to make the money and they're restricted and control it. That's what they're doing to us in crypto. Every part of the last few years feels like it. It just feels like it. Like, oh, if we can make everybody feel so pressurized, and that's why they say pressure either creates diamonds or it busts pipes. If we can make people feel like crypto is bad, it's a scam, we can, you know what I'm saying? They look what they did to the meme coin, the casino shit, right? Of course, a lot of crypto people messed that up, but guys, it's always like a bigger picture, a second order, third order effect to this. It's like, they dangle the carrot in front of your face. Like, oh yeah, let me feed you and push this money into the meme coin sector so people can feel like they can get rich on meme coins. And what they do, they pull the rug. They turn off the faucet. Oh, why do you think that's happening? That doesn't just happen because it happened. It happened because it was designed to make you feel like you can win against the house. And guess what happened? You get fucking extracted over time. And now you want to leave crypto. You never want to come back. And you feel like, hey, it's just better to have a regular fucking job. They trying to price us out of everything that creates freedom for us. So we can continuously be in this loop and get scammed. I seen a post that said, Why, if you got a clean driver's record, we don't get our money back on insurance? That does make sense. Like, if I'm paying for insurance and I don't get in any accidents, why can't I get my money back? You know, at the top of the year, and then we run it back. I gotta pay again for services that I'm not even freaking using? And you can apply that to any type of insurance, whatever. And again, this is a back and forth comment. Engage with the video. By you engage with the video, it really, really helps to get in the algorithm. So just think about this shit. Think about it. We literally getting taxed for everything. The president came out and said, oh yeah, the U.S. makes a lot of money whenever oil goes up. And then there was some comments that said, hey, well, 50, 60% of retail, the consumers, regular people, they'll pick up most of the hit on the oil. Because guess what? Everything that we gotta buy, food, fucking coffee, like you can't buy anything. Bottled water. Well, this is a freaking water crisis. Water crisis. In some places you gotta boil water to even... Yo, so like, this is a crazy world right now. And the only way that we are going to make it is to increase our productivity and beat time capitulation. And that's the only way you can do that, is find ways to make more money. Fuck doom scrolling, all of that. You just gotta find ways to make money, because they literally trying to take everything away from us. Remember the Clarity Act and how they were supposed to pass stable coins, and you allowed to hold a certain portion of stable coins and earn yield, right? Guess what happened? They trying to ban that, because banks like, oh nah, why would anybody put money in the bank and make the elites, so the elites we can borrow their money? Why would anybody do that when they can hold Circle or stable coin and earn way more money? So if you make $1 million, you good. If you make $2.8 million, you good for the rest of your life if you hold a certain amount of stable coins and get that yield. They like, oh nah, fuck that. That's cutting out the banks. Ban it. Oh, the prediction market's too easy. The sports events, ban it. They about to ban the prediction markets. They about to ban them any sports contracts. They about to ban all that shit. Because why? Too many people was making it out of the system. Making it out of the system. It's unfortunate, bro. And it just feel like we in a land of extraction. It don't even feel good to be like it used to feel good to say, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Feel good. Bruh. 1010, what they do? Market makers pull the plug. They did that on purpose. They want people to feel like ain't no money in crypto. The whole time you watching ETF inflows. Oh, smart money buying this. Now the same thing is about to happen with AI. They're about to create a gap between middle class and elites, wealthy people with AI. How are you going to do that, Millie? How are they going to do that? Because the people who have deep pockets can build things and scale it. If you don't know AI, or you don't have the money to build it and scale it, guess what happens? Then you won't be able to make any revenue, make any capital with AI, because you can't capitalize off it. You have no skills to capitalize off it, and you don't have the necessary money to build something and to scale it. That matters. So I don't know how long they're going to prolong this stuff. Every year it's the whole same thing, sell in May and go the fuck away. I think that's going to happen again. I'm not surprised, and I wouldn't be surprised if a rally to May. This is what they do to capture everybody again. Final exit liquidity before we go something that looks like a recession. Uncertainty with midterms. Uncertainty with the Iran and U.S. Either escalation or de-escalation. And we don't know which way it's going to go because we can't trust any of the news. That's uncertainty. Private credit stress. Silently, banks. So what they're doing is they're not saying, oh, we're going to stop crypto, we're going to restrict crypto, we're none of that. We're not going. They are silently pricing you out of cryptocurrency, silently, by doing little small things, just small things that can affect it massively. So If you don't grab yourself right now and just shake it off, if anybody needs to watch this video, this is a wake-up call. Like, lock the fuck in. Stop being distracted from all of this bullshit. We gotta lock in. We gotta lock in, because I think things are gonna get worse. I just think things are gonna get worse. It's okay that I'm in right now, you know, one of the tokens that I hold, Tau, is pumping because everybody talking about it. You feel me? Like, I'm skeptical of shit like that. Everybody talking about it. But like, it'll probably, you know, whatever. If the macro shit gets worse, everything going dump, man. It doesn't matter, right? And the problem is, as our net worth decreases and stuff like that, guess what happens? They net worth increase because they got the money to still invest into defense, into detention. They make money off doom and gloom too. They make money off doom and gloom. They make money off doom and gloom. It's not a coincidence that somebody can, with a brand new fresh account, time an event, a global event in the prediction markets and just be right. Like, based on Trump comments. And this been happening every time he speak on something. It's always a brand new wallet that just put, and they making crazy trade, $1 million and shit. Meanwhile, we getting fucking crushed, bro. We get crushed. And it's unfortunate. But again, as a contrarian investor, for anybody that got their money right, their situation correct, they doing well, history says times like this, recession, geopolitical tension, black swan events, oil crises, new regimes, financial resets, always create opportunities in future millionaires and even billionaires if you make the right moves. I'm gonna leave it at that, man. I'm gonna leave it at that. But y'all let me know what y'all think and how everything going on in your world, because I know everybody's world is different. Your perspective is your reality. My name is Millie, and every day I talk about everything now. Nah, mostly crypto, but you know, we'll do a little bit more financial events depending on how well this video does. But let me know in the comments how y'all feel about the current state of the economy and the world. I'd love to know everybody's opinion. And do you truly feel it's like they trying to price us out of crypto? They trying to make everything harder than what it's supposed to be in order for it to feel like this contracted environment that's really not worth it. But in reality, when you look at the future of what's being built, this directly sits at the cross section. Anyway, maybe I'm tripping. My name is Millie. I'll see you guys in the next one.